Mm. I don't have a big stick today, but as one viewer keeps requesting me, Bob, we're talking about a certain somebody. I don't think you'd ever guess who. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is me. This is... We're going to be doing a video today in fat mode about Shugoki, the resident bowling ball, the man who bonks people while being 500 pounds, the man who will out-eat any eating competition ever. He'll also eat your ass, boy. No, he won't eat your ass. But yeah, we're talking about Shugoki and why I think he's cool as fuck. I also think multiple things about him, most of which is how many pies could he fit in his mouth. However, so Shugoki, for all that you don't know, Shugoki is, for all of you who don't know, by the way, I'm not questioning your level of knowledge. This is all bought and paid for, this is where my knowledge is. Shugoki is a Japanese hero. He is the original heavy for the Japanese. Or as that one video, that one Japanese guy who teaches Japanese. Shugoki's great. Shugoki has shit tons of health. He has a lot of hyper armor. He used to be way worse, as in like oppressively worse. But now he is a fun-loving, hugging man. He cares for you and you should let him hug you at any point. So yes, Shugoki. What makes him good? He's funny. Nope, that was almost furry. Shugoki is a very funny character to play. The noises when he hits you with his stick are fantastic. I say fantastic a lot. I've been watching my old videos and geez, I say fantastic a lot. But whenever you get the hit sound with Shugoki, or very, very funny. They fill my brain with magical dopamine chemicals that I imagine Shugoki gets when he eats 14 pizzas. But yeah, he's very funny to play. The hug alone is like half of why he's funny. The fact that like you can just dive at somebody like this and hug them and then crack them on the back is hilarious. This hug, by the way, has gone through a couple iterations. Way back in the day in olden For Honor times, he used to be able to one-hit kill you with the hug, right? So it used to be the damage of the hug was based off the percentage of health that Shugoki had left. So the lower his health, the more damage the hug would do. Now, back in the day, that hug had something like an 80% hit rate, which was insane. If anything has an 80% hit rate, or you have like a win rate of 70 something, 70 plus with that character, might be needed to tone down a bit. I still have a win rate of 72% with Shugoki. It's insane. Yeah, this one hit kill hug was very funny. Please bring it back, Ubisoft. It's very funny. It's a joke. Just it doesn't have the 80% anymore. Just bring it back. Bring it back. It's funny, right? This is, by the way, this whole video is going to be like, I find Shugoki hilarious, so it's going to be a lot of funniness. But yeah, this hug used to be a one-hit kill. It also used to be hyper-armored. Hyper-armor, which, by the way, was an incredibly dumb decision. This is why the hit rate was so high, because you could also, as well, used to soft faintness from any heavy. From any heavy, right? Which is insane. When you really look at like the design of what they used to do in For Honor, they were really trying some. This was experimental. They were trying shit. But the fact that the hug, depending on how little health you had left, could one hit kill, it was hyper armored, and you could soft feint it from any heavy. What the heck? Bruh. I mean, it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still good. Like the hug now, which has been nerfed significantly, it doesn't have this anymore. It doesn't have this. It also does heal you. It does heal. But like, it's not as much as it used to be, right? So, yeah, even though the hug doesn't have this anymore, this is just the history of the hug. It's still great. It's so good. You can get so many people. You can also, when you guard break with Shugoki, you can do something called a demon ball. Demon ball, which, by the way, still links to the funny because you can ledge people with it. It is hilarious. It's where you guard break someone, press heavy attack, you go boonk, and it makes the best sound. And you send your opponent flying. Now, if there happens to be a ledge, now within like a 14-mile radius. They're going over it as long as you've lined it up. You can play golf with people in for honor. It's fantastic. It's great. We love it. Demon Ball. So when you guard break somebody, you can opt to use the Demon Ball, right? However, if you don't opt and there is a wall nearby, you can throw them against the wall to wall splat, and then you can get the hug off the wall splat. So it's good. Even though like Shugoki has like maybe he has the zone, heavy, light, dodge forward, light, dodge bash. My man has 5 moves. Oh, 6 moves. 6 moves total. 6 moves total. You can be inventive with it. You can already choose between the Demon Ball to ledge people, very funny. Or you could do the wall splat into hug, which is also very funny. Kill them with kindness, as I always say. But yeah, he's got 6 moves. The heavies he does have, though, his heavies are good too. So the heavies are chargeable. So they're a multi-timing heavy, which is cool. Hitakiri has the same things. So Hitakiri is just the worst version of Shugoki, by the way. Just saying. I'm going to say it outright. Shugoki is King Fat Boy. It's great. His heavies, they have a couple different timings you can throw them at. Well, technically infinite timings, but the main ones are just regular ass time heavy. Regular ass heavy. So Ra for short. You've got weird ass heavy. So Wa. And you've got full ass heavy. So remember these acronyms for Shugoki. You've got Ra, which is regular ass heavy. Wa, which is weird ass heavy. And then you've got Fa, which is fat and heavy. I'm joking. It's full heavy. So this is like your unblockable heavy. But these two plus this all get HyperArm. So they get HyperArm. So trading with Shugoki is great, right? And I realise this is just me completely breaking down Shugoki's kit. But he's good. He's a good kit. He's got his little head bash, head butt, which he can do from dodge attacks, or he can do mid-chain after a light or a heavy. This dodge headbutt was very much needed for Shugoki for a while, even though Shugoki was still oppressive. His lack of a dodge bash really came into like kind of thwart his whole fat, crisp munching plans. So this was a good addition. For a while, this was probably the best bash in the game. Best bash. This was probably the best bash in the game. This has now been taken over by Lawbringer, right? Best bash in the game, right? He basically, the reason why I say he's Hitakiri's worst Shugoki is because his dodge headbutt bash beats both stages of Hitakiri's bash. It's the same now with Lawbringer. If you're playing Hitakiri up against a Lawbringer, just feint the kick on the first one because they will dodge bash you and they win every time. The iframes on it were great. It's a good mix-up tool. It's not super oppressive. It does do 10 damage though. It damages, which is a little cringe. You should only really get damage off bashes, you know, off feats. I don't think, no, not the type of feats you were thinking of. We're talking about the fat man here. He doesn't like feet. He likes pies. Off feats, right? So you should only really, like, Conqueror gets 1, Gladiator gets 1, Centurion gets 1. This like is tier 3 feat, right? Okay, cool. But yeah, so the headbutt, not really too much of an issue. If you know it's coming, you can just dodge it. Just dodge attack it. It's pretty good. His zone is good. He has a great zone. That zone not only catches, but it has pretty much immediate hyper armor. Now you can't feint it, so if you overuse it, your enemy's going to parry you or berserker deflect you like the fool you are. But his zone's pretty good if you intermittently use it as like an opener or you feint to zone if they're going to dodge attack or something. Very good. I'm trying to think what else he's got. His executions are fantastic. And they also link to funny. There is one where he will push somebody away, run over them, and then sit on their head. It's a brilliant feat. All of Shugoki's executions are funny as hell. The noises he makes is great. His fashion is... Oh. You're going to hate me for this. Mid. There's only really a couple Shugoki looks you can make, which look great and are dope as hell. but most of Shugoki's fashion is mid as fuck, right? And you can fight me IRL. I'll meet you in the middle of London. No, I'm not coming to London, it's too expensive. But yeah, his fashion's mid. I'm sorry. His emotes. His emotes also link to the funny path, and they are great. His emote spam's very funny. Spam is good. We love a bit of spam. Spam is fantastic. But yeah, so this is basically this is what Shugoki is. Would I suggest you play Shugoki if you're new to the game? Yes and no. Firstly, he is a very easy character to get results with because he's very oppressive. He has a high health pool, HyperArm everywhere. Before we continue, I just want to make note of he used to have HyperArmor lights, and hell, that was funny, but oh my god, that was oppressive. Right, back to where we were. Yes, so if you wanted to start playing Shugoki, you could. You'll get good results with him. The only issue is he really doesn't play like any of the other cast. I've had people who have played with me in the past and have gotten really good with Shugoki, and they're like, damn, playing any other character feels like arse because Shugoki is just that good. And I'm like, no, Shugoki just plays different. When you're facing the Fat Man, or the Fat Boy, which is an ironic name because World War II history, right? The Fat Boy, right? You have to play at his pace. There is no way around it. You can't really set pace when you're fighting Shugoki. You have to play at this fat man's pace, which is normally a bit slower. You have to calm down, relax, play like a man who's eating 25 bags of crisp every day for the rest of for his entire life. You gotta play like that, couch bound, chill, right? Very, very good to catch people out with Shugoki, by the way. So if you want to start playing him, I do suggest it. It's very funny. You'll laugh a lot. You'll ledge people from 40 miles away. It's good stuff, right? Good shit, yeah? But when you make the switch to another character, it feels wrong. Because if you play a shit ton of Shugoki, you get into the rhythm of just ho, 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 ho. You get into that rhythm, okay? No other character plays like Shugoki. Like, he's just in a league of his own. All of his attacks are bare slow, but that's what gets people. The closest you could probably say is maybe Jang Jun, aka the human gambling machine. But he's not really that close anyway. But yeah, so yeah, you should try him out because he's great, he's funny, he's all that shit, loads of health, loads of damage, cool stuff. You should try him out because you will get good results with him. You just will. He's a great character, simple to understand kit, but very effective one. You shouldn't play him because you will be pulled in by the gravitational weight of his mass. His mass and play style, his 48-inch belly, right? Well, no. 48-inch waist. No, fuck it. 62-inch waist, right? He'll pull you in. You'll get stuck. You'll get stuck in the rhythm of Shugoki, right? This is the rhythm of Shugoki. All night. Oh, yeah. That'll be playing around in your head the entire time. If you want to try other characters, don't let this one be your first. If you're very happy with big man with big stick, go bonk bonk, enemies go bye bye, then play Shugoki. Play Shugoki all day. But yeah, as a rating that I haven't done yet on a Back to the Whiteboard video, I'm going to give him a fat and cool out of 10. I love Shugoki. I play Shugoki a lot. I am also built like Shugoki. Yes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. You should play Shugoki. You should also play For Honor. And I can see you not playing For Honor and not enjoying your time. If you're ever salty, play this guy. Oh, him and Jormungandr, brilliant heroes to desalt with. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side. Before I do the classic outro, the next whiteboard video will be something a bit different. Ooh! Thank you for watching.